Hello everybody and welcome to this tutorial on how to set up the Pro-Aim Gladiator film camera doorway dolly. One thing I can recommend is unpacking each part and bringing it down to a place where you've got enough space to lay it all out just to give you sort of a visual and kind of makes it easier when you put this together. So let's begin. The first thing you're going to want to do is take off the wheel ball pin that's attached to the tires. You want to go ahead and take those off, put them someplace that you'll remember them. I know it's very easy to lose things, so put that at a place that you won't lose them at all, just to the side for right now. So before you get started, make sure to remove the packaging of the bolts that comes included with the Gladiator. You could see as soon as you unwrap it, these are going to be the bolts that you're going to be using to attach these tires. So put those to the side just for now. We're going to get right back to that. Now, what you're going to want to do is lift the right-left main section. Now, you can do this any way you want first. So we take those same bolts we put aside, and we're going to use one of these with the washer to attach the tire. All right, and that should give you the first section. You're going to go ahead and do the same thing with the other side, except obviously opposite. And it doesn't matter what wheel you use on each side. They're both the same. But you're going to see how these screw in together. These are actually make your dolly wider or thinner depending on what your purpose, what your need is. I'm just going to choose to put it at the default position just for now. The next thing you're going to want to do is loosen these knobs at the bottom where you can see, because they are screwed in a little past the thread. So you're going to want to loosen that up so you can put these cross-fitted round extensions in there. All right, so go ahead and put that in there. And we got that set. Now go to the back of the section here, and you can see that there's another knob that you're going to have to loosen up a little bit, and you can put these rods in the back there. Now these are all the same size, so it doesn't matter which one goes where. Just go ahead and keep putting them together. Then go to the top where the handle is for these sections, and you're going to do the same thing over there. Loosen the knob up just a little bit, just so you could fit in that crossbar in there. Now, we're going to take the left and right sections and we're going to piece them together. You can see the same holes on the direct other side, so it's very simple. Make sure you get those all in place. Now you can see these crossbars, how you can push the button and you can actually widen or make it smaller, but I'm going to leave it at the default position, which is the smallest. And now you can have sort of an idea of where we're going with this. So now we can insert the sideboards. Now this is pretty simple. You can see this hole on the side of this section. You go ahead and slide it in there. Now I know it's kind of weird. It's kind of crazy, but what you do is just go ahead and gently lay it down, and it should just fit right into place, no problem, nice and snug. I love how this is so convenient because you can take this apart if you had to and put it in a car. I actually use a van, but if you have a car, this is very possible to put in the back of your trunk. It's just really simple. So now we have those two put together. And now at the bottom, you have these two different types of boards, depending on how wide yours is going to be. You can thin it. In the default section, it's already ready to fit. If you push it out a little bit more with these crossbars, then you're going to need a different type of board, which that is also included. So now attach the floorboard to the center part, which you can see back here, these rails. It's like another shelving there, and you just slide that, no problem. And this is where the seat bar is going to go in. So go ahead and loosen that up. Obviously, it comes tightened, so you got to loosen it up. And you could obviously just drop the bar right in on top, tighten it back up. From that section, you're going to go ahead and get the seat arm, which is this, and go ahead and put it on the main pole. And now you have this adjustment here. Now go to the tools that have been included. You can use the 4mm Allen key and use the proper wrench that goes to the back of that. I believe it's the smallest wrench that's included. Yours may be different. I'm not quite sure. And go ahead and loosen these bolts up and put those to the side, someplace you can remember them. You don't want to lose it. Then you can insert the chair. And that seat goes right in there. And you can see the secure knob right there. You can tighten it. It's adjustable. Now, what we want to do after this is secure the seat so it doesn't keep it from sliding off. So grab those bolts you put to the side and go ahead and tighten that back up with the tools that have been included. After that, you can insert the speed rail onto the side hole of the main section. So next, you're going to insert the square extension by sliding it into the speed rail. You're going to secure it with the extension knob by setting the position there. Now, the next thing you want to do is it's kind of tricky. Now, this ball at the end, this is kind of a ball bearing, ball joint sort of thing. It doesn't go completely in the hole. That's what I was confused with at first. It actually sits in between, so that way it's adjustable. And, I just had to explain that because I ran across that problem, but I'm sure most of you have more brains than I do. All right, so the next thing you want to do is go ahead and tighten this together. You can see the tools that are included, and just go ahead and adjust it however you want. Honestly, you could just adjust it later as well. But for right now, I'm just going to tighten it in this position. Now it's time to put the final speed rail in, and that goes in the front of your choice. You can put it to the left or the right, depending on how you film, but this will allow you to connect adapters, allowing you to utilize your stabilizer arms, your digital stabilizers, your 3-axis gimbals, whatever it takes. That's what that's actually there for. Now, some interesting features worth noting is the rear steering. It will cause the wheels on the main section to rotate at a 360-degree fashion, and releasing it will lock the wheel again, so you can go ahead and experiment with these knobs. Also, you can manually lock and unlock the wheel brake in the back wheels of the main section as well. Once again, this has been a tutorial of the new Gladiator Doorway Dolly by Pro Aim.